Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Today is May 22nd, 2017, and welcome back to another exciting episode of The Rail. Today we have a lot of negativity to discuss. But starting off with school news, JagFest is this week, as you should probably know if you've been here today. Starting off with Monday, we have a big assembly, which we already had. It was fantastic. I loved it. And there's going to be a lot going on throughout the rest of the week. The Spirit Days this week have a central theme, which is Pixar. And the week will end off with Jagapalooza, a huge festival half of the day where you can go have fun towards the end of the year. And we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year, as you should know. For seniors, we're looking at about 2 weeks of school, and for everybody else, it's going to be about 3.5. But moving on to our main stories for today, outside news. For all of you that like 90s rock music like I do, there was some bad news from last week that you may have heard. Chris Cornell, the lead for bands Audioslave and Soundgarden, famous for their song Black Hole Sun, died last week. It's considered a suicide, though his family is disputing it, but either way, his music is absolutely fantastic, and it's just horrible to get news like this. I've been listening to his songs for the past few days just to pay my respects. Some big news has gone on since last week, and a lot can happen in just a few days, as we should know, especially with Trump. Trump's leaks to the Russian government seem to be on everybody's mind, even still. There's not a whole lot we know about his exact statement when he talked to the Russian government, because he won't provide a transcript of the conversation, but all we know is that it had something to do with Israel and bomb production. This information could have damning effects on the ground if Russia shares this information with combatants in Syria, likely though it won't mean much as far as danger is concerned. Only time will tell what Russia will do with this information and what exactly was said as a whole. In other but similar news, Trump's ties with Russia during the election are still being investigated. And former FBI Director James Comey released a statement a few days ago that Trump specifically asked him to stop the investigation on Michael Flynn, who is the main source of the controversy. But it is debatable just what he meant when he said that, as it could be interpreted any way you like, as most of what Trump says. Ties with Russia seem to be further confirmed day by day, and Russia's influence on the election appears to be more serious than ever to me. But personally, I'm still not totally convinced that it happened. I'm still going to wait it out and see what happens, because to say that Russia influenced a U.S. election is a very, very tall claim. In other even worse news, net neutrality was overturned just a few days ago. In a 2-to-1 vote on the FCC Executive Board, ISPs, or Internet Service Providers, are now allowed to discriminate on which websites they can speed up or slow down. It's a huge hit to freedom on the internet, in my opinion. It hurts small business and makes the internet more pay-to-play than ever. It goes right along with the recent Senate bill that we had that allows companies to buy your information. That's a hit to privacy, and now we're getting a hit to our freedom. This is just ridiculous. I don't understand how anybody can be for these things unless you're Ajit Pai, the guy who voted for it. Ajit Pai says that allowing these sorts of restrictions on the internet is only going to make business worse. But really, small businesses are going to have a harder time than ever having to pay extra for faster services. Meanwhile, Twitter, who can very easily pay those fees, is going to go swimmingly. As far as what you can do, I would recommend you go to the FCC's website and complain as loud as you can. I'll leave a link in the description so you can do that. We can't let the internet become a pay-to-play service. It's absolutely ridiculous that this was even passed. Please do something about it. On a senior update for today, the Senior Sober Assembly is tomorrow. It's an important pre-prom assembly that delivers one basic message. Don't drink and drive, please. I don't want to hear of anybody getting hurt on prom night. After this week, we've got 2 school weeks left. One of those is 4 days long, and one of those for seniors is 3. Gets more exciting every day. Keep your senior projects up to date, because remember that Senior Project Night and Fame Night is going to be on the 31st, so you're going to need to have everything done by that date. I just recently had to write a reflection to make sure that all of my prerequisites were done. So make sure you got your research paper, your presentation items, your reflection, all of that good stuff. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you for listening to my rants on net neutrality and Trump. You can leave a like if you like what I'm doing here. You can also subscribe if you want to see more. You can leave a comment to tell me how I'm doing. You can also follow me on Twitter at CHSTheRail. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I will see you guys very soon.